Right, let me just get myself comfortable. Yeah, that's better. Right, let's get the live chat up and a running, and then we can begin. Which I think I have found. There we go, awesome. Right, hello everyone, it's me, SpursRail96 here, and welcome to yet another Train Sim World Free live stream, once again focusing on Peninsula Corridor. I did a stream, the previous stream I did was basically just doing a run of Peninsula Corridor, just to see what it was like in its updated form, and I really enjoyed it. It was quite a lot of fun. So now it's time to look at the next stage of Peninsula Corridor, and that is one of the Loco DLCs, the MP36PH-3C, or also known as the Baby Bullet. There it is. I'm going to do a southbound Baby Bullet service from San Francisco to San Jose Diridon. Hope everyone is all well, wherever you are around the world. Good morning, good evening, good afternoon. Make yourselves comfortable. It's going to be a good stream, that's for sure. Right, I'll say my hellos to Alfie. Hey, how are you? Nice to see you. And Matt Jennings, good evening. A crazy day on the railway. Oh yes, the railway is always a crazy place. Right, a southbound Baby Bullet service from San Francisco 4th and King Street Station to San Jose Diridon. So that's one locomotive, a cab car, and 5 coaches. Right, let's unlock the doors and allow the passenger boarding procedures to commence. But first they need to set up this locomotive. Headlights to the front position. Thankfully the locomotive is making all the appropriate noises. Ground lights, what else? Step lights. Anything needs to be turned on in here. Alert control, there's another bond somewhere. I'll have to get up, never mind. Alert control, there's a radio button somewhere. Where is it? There it is. Oh, put on the cab light so I can turn on these switches above my head. It's like being in an aircraft, this thing. Gauge lights. We've got to turn on the auxiliary systems. What's the next element? HEP needs to run. Yep, seems all good to me. Right, I'll turn off the cab light. And it's time to lock the doors already. Wow. And put the reverser in. Don't forget the reverser. Right, let's rock and roll. Prehistoric Bacon, hey, how are you? Nice to see you. Welcome to the stream. Just about to conduct a Baby Bullet service. Yeah, I really like this locomotive. A very unique cab. It's like I said earlier, it's like being in an aircraft. Crazy. It feels like one too, speed-wise. Hence why it's called a Baby Bullet. So the first stop is Millbrae, which is 12 miles away. So nice to be driving this thing again. I love the look of it. I mean, visually it's like a very European style locomotive. It manages to maintain a European like kind of appearance. I mean, this looks like a rocket ship compared to the F40PH-2 cat. I think this came in service in what, 2003, 2004, I think. So yeah, certainly cab-wise it looks a little bit more modern, maybe outdated these days, but if you compare it to the, well, of a rolling stock that does passenger duties in this on this route, yeah, it's nice. Alright, rock and roll. Go, go, go. Let's pick up some speed. Now I can increase the speed again. Thankfully. Thank you, Prehistoric Bacon, for the $2. Appreciate it. Very kind of you to do that. Right, we're really going to start flying now. The speed limit will go up to 75 miles per hour. Oh yes. Full power. Rock and roll. I hope everyone has had a good start to the week. Off we go. Speed limit will increase again, this time to 79 miles per hour. So let's take a look at the map. That's where we started. That's where the first stop will be. Millbrae is now 10 miles away. Matt Jennings may have been a tad stressful for me. That I can understand. A lot of services today, I take it, you had to help out with. You know, the railway network will get busier soon because I think it's half term, isn't it, for schools and university and college and all that kind of stuff. So imagine all the kiddies will want to go on the train, maybe go on holiday for half term. I know Dovetail was trying to get this locomotive and its coaches and cab car to be workable on unusually, what is it? The Canadian National Oakville subdivision. Most odd, because I think Go Transit, which is a transportation company in that part of Canada, uses these locomotives and coaches and cab car, and I think Dovetail was trying to mimic that or something like that. And the problem is that Dovetail doesn't have the license of Go Transit, so it certainly looks a bit odd and out of place. And it could go for an unlicensed version, just have the similar like livery of maybe a Go Transit passenger train, and just pretend that it looks like one, like Rivet Games did with the Isle of Wight BR class. What was it, 484, something like that? The livery isn't the actual licensed livery. I think it's just a mock-up of what, you know, it's as close as it can be to a licensed livery. So whether Dovetail will do that, I have no idea. I wonder if it's going to rain on this route today. Who knows? Of course, it's at dynamic weather. Every journey mode timetable service is set in dynamic weather conditions, so anything can happen. So far, dynamic weather has not done much to me, personally. I think I've noticed it on one service I did, which was ironically Castle Würzburg, doing a high-speed run. So hopefully on this high-speed run, well, it's not super high-speed, but it's faster, you know, it's a baby bullet service on Peninsula Corridor. Hopefully, yeah, we get some action with the weather. Certainly looks like a weather front to the right of us seems to be coming in. So anything's possible. Just over 5 miles to go until our first stop, which is Millbrae. Matt Jennings, 2 signal failures. Oh, great. Trains diverted and cancelled. Was 24 minutes late to Windsor and came back doing a reverse route, which is rarely done at Twickenham. Oh, dearie me. Signal failures, 2 of them. Oh, God, I feel sorry for you, buddy. You should rest up, my friend. I don't know when you next go to work, but hopefully it'll be easier for you for next time you set foot in the railway world. Talk Gaming, hey, how are you? Nice to see you. Hope you're well. Prehistoric Bacon, it would be nice to see a full high-speed train. In the game, you mean? Well, it's a fair few, I suppose. You can drive. There's the ICE trains in Germany. You could drive a portion of HS1 or High Speed 1, whatever it's called, on Southeastern High Speed. And you've got the LGV Mediterranean, Southern France. And you've got Castle Würzburg, of course. Nearly forgot that. Just flying through South San Francisco. Now, one annoying thing with the Baby Bullet DLC is that for the cab car, some of the services, or nearly all of the services, are missing from the timetable menu. It's not like the services have been taken off the face of the earth and you'll never see it again. You can actually do the services, the problem is you have to spawn on foot and guess which is a baby bullet service, and hope and pray that when a baby bullet service does turn up, it isn't an F40PH-2 consist. So, yeah, not ideal. Matt Jennings tomorrow at 7 AM. Oh no, disaster. No, I'm sure you'll be better. I'm sure it'll be a better day for you. That I can guarantee. It can't get worse. I've probably jinxed it now. Excellent Top Gaming. Glad you're well. Prehistoric Bacon, I meant the Shinkansen, the bullet trains. Yeah, I'd love to see them. 100%. I can agree with you on that one. How would I love to see that? Oh, be heaven. Right, we're not too far now from the first stop. Just don't say the Q word. I won't say a thing. Nah, lips are sealed. We're way ahead of schedule. Look at that. Nearly 4 minutes ahead of schedule. Excellent. Our passengers will be pleased. That's what a baby bullet service should be like in real life. Way ahead of schedule. Right, let's get on the brakes. Nice and easy. I'm not bothering with the crossing gates today. I did a stream on Peninsula Corridor earlier, and my god, the amount of times I had to keep spamming the horn button. Aye. Right, time to apply those brakes. Going a bit too fast for my liking. Taking its time to come to a halt. Surprising. Very surprising. Whoa, brake. Wow, that took a lot longer to brake than I thought. That's gonna have to... Yeah, I'm gonna have a look at the brakes. What have we got? It is in passenger. Is the cut-off valve been put in? Yeah, I suppose it has been. None of these bits and bobs here. No. Throttle to idle. No. I'm just very surprised it took that long to slow down. There's a plane flying over my head. Very loud plane. Matt Jennings, which route in Train Sim World would you... Which Train Sim World route you visit in real life? Which one? Ooh. That's a tough one, actually. I could say Northern Transpennine, but it's set back in time, so... Albeit I could ride a modern day version of it. I'd say... maybe Clinchfield Railroad. I love the nature kind of vibe with it. definitely this route, Peninsula Corridor. I'd love to give that a view. And I'd love to go to Germany and have a look at some of the Train Sim World routes. I don't know which one. We've got quite a few, haven't we? If it was in Germany, which route would I pick? Definitely one of the high-speed routes, that's for sure. And I definitely want to ride the LGV Mediterranean, absolutely. I could just say, why not visit all of them? Well, I have a sip of tea, I think. Once we're at the station. Oh, fantastic. Prehistoric bacon. I like the Santa FE livery for the F7. I love the livery, absolutely. Looks fantastic. I haven't actually purchased the F7 for a home pass. I just thought the gameplay out of it just make it look so out of place with that route. If it was like a rail tour retro kind of passenger service, it'd be running up and down the pass. I'd be happy with that, but it's doing freight services. To me, that didn't look right. So that's why I didn't even bother buying it. Right, let's rock and roll. Okay, the next stop is Hillsdale, which is just over 6 miles away. Prehistoric bacon was only $8. Yeah, you could buy each of the locomotives individually, or you can buy a complete pack. I brought 2 of the locos individually. I brought the 66 and the 182, the Dispolock. Funny enough, the Dispolock 182 has actually turned out to be my favourite of the 3. Whereas before release, it was actually the Santa FEF7. The 66 I felt was just so pointless. I mean, those wagons should have been in there from the beginning. I mean, why just add another 66 when there was already a 66 in the Southeastern High Speed route as standard? I just didn't get it. But there we are. Right, I'll say the usual YouTube shenanigans. If you enjoyed this stream, then feel free to hit the like button below, and if you are watching a stream of mine for the first time, either live or on playback, then I'd very appreciate it if you would consider hitting the subscribe button below for more Train Sim World streams and content. In terms of the next stream, which will be on, if I can get the dates up on my phone, Sunday the 23rd of October 2022, I will be returning to Germany, where I'll be taking a look at quite a cool little route, Rhine-Ruhr-Osten. just going to cruise for a minute. On the 4 miles to go until Hillsdale. I think this service would roughly take just over an hour, so it's not going to be one of my longest streams, that's for sure. Oh, fantastic. I think this must... Oh, there's another baby bullet. Anyway, as I was saying, I think this locomotive holds the record of having the most windscreen wipers. I think there's like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5... Is there 5 of them? 1, 2, 3, 4... 5 of them, wow. Might be 6 actually. Let me just lift this visor up. No, there's 5. 5 windscreen wipers. We'll be able to see where you're going if it starts raining. But timings on this route, in terms of passenger services, incredibly laid back. We're miles ahead of schedule. Means I can talk to you more and not concentrate as much on the driving side of things. Actually, no. I've just watched this. I'll tell you what's just popped into my head. The next stream that I'll be doing won't be on Rhino Austin. I just completely forgot. That's not what it's not what the content is. The next stream on Sunday, the 23rd of October, will still be on Peninsula Corridor, where I'm going to be taking a look at one of my absolute favourite loco DLCs by a country mile, the Caltrain MP15DC Switcher. I love that locomotive so much, and I cannot wait to be streaming on it once more. Right, let's get on the brakes a bit earlier this time. I was just so surprised as to how slow the brakes were, you know, to be applied. That's better. Right, full brakes. Brakes are not as good as the T-Cat, that's for sure. All aboard, ladies and gentlemen. See if I can balance on the fence. Is there a bench nearby? There is a bench there, but it's hiding. Let's put it there for a moment. Matt Jennings, what's the difference between a teacher and a railway security guard? I don't know. Teaching... Oh, hang on. What's the difference? I don't know. Telling people off. Unless it's a joke, then I don't know. Usually Liam has the jokes, but he's not here this evening. Matt Jennings, one trains to mind, the other minds the trains. That's a very good expression. That's very good. That's very good. What a brilliant quote. One trains the mind, the other minds the trains. Woohoo! Well done, Matt Jennings. You win the prize, the gold medal of having that's the best comment on this stream today. 100%. Well done. Don't worry, everyone else gets a silver medal. Oh. Right, let's rock and roll. The next stop is Palo Alto, which is just under 10 miles away. The service has just taken roughly under half an hour. Once we stop at Palo Alto, we'll be just about halfway across the route. Oh, lovely. If all things go to plan with this service, I might... no, actually maybe not. I was just thinking of doing a return run to San Francisco 4th and King Street station in the cab car, but I don't think I have enough time. Don't want to make it too long. But it's funny, people enjoy watching streams that are over 2.5 hours long, according to my analytics, compared to an hour to hour and a half, or even under an hour of stream time. Curious, isn't it? Unless it's YouTube's analytics system being rubbish. Oh, lovely. Yeah, I'll try and find a cheap one on Amazon for you, Matt Jennings, and I'll deliver it to you. How about that? Or I'll just find one in a charity shop or something like that. Yeah, but what I must say about Peninsula Corridor, if you haven't got it, I'd strongly recommend you get it. I think this is one of the best definitely, US routes in the game. It's got a mixture of everything, and it caters to all different types of players. You can do, if you want to do freight action, you can do that. If you want to do switching services, you can do that. If you want to do, high speed-ish passenger services, you can do that. If you want to do local all stops passenger services, again, you can do that. And plus the route has had its polish from the preservation crew, so you've got things like rush hour passengers, passenger information systems, dynamic weather, thunder and lightning, snow effects, which I found surprising. I thought it wasn't on the old Train Sim World routes, but nice that there's new snow effects are on routes of the past. Plus, you've also got new sky technology, greater draw distances, better track rendering. It just makes it such a better package overall. I mean, these are the kind of routes I like. I like routes that have a mixture of everything. Yes, I like passenger dedicated routes, or routes that's dedicated to US heavy freight, but I like it when, you know, we get a route with a mixture of almost like all three. I mean, this is a DLC loco add-on to Peninsula Corridor. I think it came out, ironically, I think both of the Peninsula Corridor DLCs came out just before the pandemic became a thing, didn't it? So, yeah, I strongly recommend you pick this route up, and both DLCs. They add so much to the route. In particular, the MP15DC. Wonderful timetable service mode package. One of the best, I think, any loco add-on has ever had. Definitely up there with the likes of what's it called? The BR class, the DBBR 101, the British Royal Heavy Freight Pack, and the DBBR 363. 100%. Well, we need to increase the speed. We're lacking a bit. So yeah, definitely get this route if you haven't done so already. If you get it on a discount, that's even better. It's well worth the price regardless. Another reason why this is one of the better USA routes in the game is because Dovetail actually flew out to California to, you know, get authentic sound recordings, a genuine idea of how the Caltrain Railroad operates, and, you know, a chance to live the route in real life. So the scenery looks, well, back in 2019, as close as it does to the real world version at the time. I mean, it's got an airport, I think 3 or 4 stadiums for NFL and football, or what's it called? NFL. Yeah, you've got planes flying overhead. Yeah, it's a nice route to look at as well as to drive. On Top Gaming, I'm playing Southeastern High Speed with your stream in the background, and when you sounded the bells I didn't realise. I was like, why is my 395 sounding like an American style bell? Well, you better get used to it. This show is far from over. As long as you complete your appropriate duties on Southeastern High Speed, be it freight, high speed, local passenger, and that's all that matters. I hope I don't put you off so much to the point where you fail. We don't like failure. No. I certainly don't like failure. Failure is not an option. It's good to fail as long as you don't repeat it. Something I do all too often on streams. Okay, approaching Palo Alto. Let's get on the brakes. Let's get on the brakes. Oh, blimey. I think we're going to be quite a bit over this station. Oh dear. Come on, train, brake for all you're worth. Oh yeah, look at that. Perfect. Perfect. Yeah, look at that. Fantastic. That's breaking on the marks, breaking on the money. Fantastic. That was a nice stop. Right, let's take a look at the coaches. Been too busy looking at the locomotive. Well, it's obvious I'm driving it, but let's have a look at the coaches. So you got some push buttons when lit. No smoking signs. Some emergency access. Now on the other coaches, it would say whether this is a luggage car or not. I swear the cab car is a place for like bikes and so on and so forth. Yeah, there's a bike car, yeah. The cab car is the bike car. And even though I'm not a big fan of cab cars in general, it don't look too bad, does it? Are those red markers on? They're not. Oh dear. I thought they were on. Does that mean I have to get out? No, I'm not going to bother. I may do the markers at the next station. I may do it. Another train. It's just turned up. You know, don't worry. Okay. Matt Jennings having my gold medal for the stopping. Why, thank you. It's nice awarding myself. Right, let's go. We're moving away exactly the same time. Awesome. That's what a railroad should be like. A well-oiled machine, timing-wise. Right, the next stop is Mountain View, which is just under 6 miles away. Matt Jennings, there's 3 ways on the railway: the right way, the wrong way, and the railway. Yeah, that's very good. Liam, hey, how are you? No, don't worry if you're late, don't worry. We've got a fair bit of mileage still to go. Just about halfway across Peninsula Corridor on a baby bullet service. Football field. Talk gaming and the Great Western Way, yeah. Not sure how many stations there are on this route, but I've noticed that 2 or 3 of them aren't served by any passenger services at all, for some reason. Maybe they're specifically served by the what was it, Bay Transit or something like that? Not too sure. We got a yellow signal coming up. That's a surprise. I thought baby bullet trains have the right of way. Maybe not. Looks like this service is about to have a twist to its tail. Let's see what's gonna come next. The alerter hasn't been going off as often as it would normally do if there was a danger in front of us or an obstruction in the way. No, it's green now. Oh, how strange. Wonder why it was yellow. No freight service around on the rails, is there? Or moving around some sidings? No. Let's have a look. Siding there. No freight action. Very odd. Hopefully we might see a freight service trundling around. Matt Jennings, I noticed on the London commuter Earlswood and Salford are not served by Southern, as it's normally Thameslink, which have to make your own route to stop at them. I see. I had a feeling that a couple of those stations weren't used. As I noticed those stations, I was just like, I've never seen them before. What are those stations? Right, approaching Mountain View. A lot of passengers here. Ready to board. I think there's a fair few abandoned stations, isn't there, in this in Train Sim world? There's obviously the two on London Commuter. I know there's one at Long Island Railroad. It's where the maintenance facility is. I know that's a station that never gets served by any passenger services. Long Island City as well. What else? I know there's a couple on the branch line section and Main Barn as you try and as you approach the dockyard. Schaffenburg, there's a couple of stations there that aren't served by any AI or player-driven services. Liam, how does a penguin build a house? He glues it together. Oh, Jesus. Honestly, Liam, I thought you were the facts man. You know, the joker of the pack. I don't know. Sun is slowly setting in the game. Should be able to make it before nightfall. Top Gaming, there is is there actually a way to tell you what time of year a service would run? AI, I don't know. AI, I don't think so. I know what's useful in the journey mode is that if you're doing a service mode or timetable service in the journey mode, the time of year is displayed, which is quite helpful. So it gives you a bit of an insight as to what kind of season or weather conditions maybe to expect. So say if it's in December or March or February, January time, you know that wintry conditions are a possibility. AI, I'm not sure. You can't really, can you? No. I don't know if the AI is intelligent enough to know what time of year it is. Surely it should know. Because I know some AI trains forget to do some of the basics, like if it's raining, turn the wipers on, have the lights on for the passengers, or lights on the exterior of the train, or what's another example? Maybe PIS as well. Some AI passenger trains forget to turn on their PIS systems, or have the incorrect system or stations logged into this computer thingamabob. So the AI can occasionally be a bit clumsy when you're on your travels and seeing other AI trains about. I mean, they're not ridiculously clumsy to a point where they can't drive left and right, or forwards or backwards. They just forget to do some of the basics. Like this train, for example, the rear markers at the cab car in the cab car should be switched on. They're not, so it's not down to me. It should have been on automatically. Ben Davis, hey, how are you? Nice to see you, hope you're well. Just doing a passenger baby bullet service with the MP36PH-3C on Peninsula Corridor. And it seems we're going all the way to San Jose Diridon, as the location is a go via indication. So that must mean that we have to fund through a station and presumably just keep going until we get to San Jose Diridon. Excellent. Liam, what did the robber say to the banker? Give me all your dough. Very good. Oh, robber said to the baker. Oh, sorry if we said banker. I misread that. I do apologise. Ben Davis, do you think Train Sim World 3 is good? Is it good? Yes, I'll have to say it's good. I don't think it's brilliant, but I think it is good. It's solid, if unspectacular. I think it's a perfect way to describe Train Sim World 3. The front end is arguably, I think, one of the best things about Train Sim World 3. The UI, the user interface, the soundtrack, love it. It's by far the best thing that Dovetail has made. User interface for Train Sim World. The new routes, Castle Würzburg, that's good fun. More of a challenge than I first expected. Cajon Pass is a nice I suppose, cruise through the California desert, pulling heavy tonnage. Some wonderful scenery. Southeastern High Speed, I'm not sure. I haven't really been bothered with it, to be honest with you, because I already know kind of what to expect with it. As far as other new features, like the visual features, like the new clouds or the rain or the snow, I certainly prefer the cloud technology and the dynamic weather and the thunder and lightning more than things like the, I don't know, raindrop effects on the platform or snow effects or snow particles. But the advantage I think Train Sim World 2 has at the moment is that, particularly for PlayStation 5 customers, you get the add-ons manager. Train Sim World 3 has not got that yet, which is painfully frustrating. Other than those quarrels I have with this game, yeah, it's okay. It's kind of refreshing, but it's familiar at the same time. Okay, the next and indeed final stop is indeed San Jose Diridon, just over 3.5 miles away. Ben Davis, I think, is the best USA route in the game. Oh, Peninsula Corridor, yeah. I have to... is it the best? I'm just trying to think. The other USA routes, I think, as an overall package, you know, the mixture of freight, shunting or switching and passenger, it's definitely the best, 100%. I think the likes of maybe Cane Creek for me, Sherman Hill, Cajon Pass, and definitely the Harlem Line and Boston Sprinter run it awfully close. I mean, if the Northeast Corridor Boston Sprinter gets the, what I predict will be soon-ish, a Acela high-speed express, then wow, baby, the Boston Sprinter will go right up my little league table of USA routes, that's for sure. Looks like we're going to make San Jose Diridon before the sun sets, which is good. Alright, let's get on the brakes. I wonder why the engine does that. The 2CAT does the same, it just randomly kicks in with some amps to help you decelerate. Maybe the automatic brake is a dynamic brake in one? I'm not sure. Alright, we're just passing the CMOF facility, home to all things Caltrain, be that coaches, cab cars, switches, 2CATs, baby bullets. It is the beating heart of the Caltrain operation. It's even got a train wash. Oh, there's that lovely switcher. My baby, my child. I look forward so much to streaming on that beast of a switcher. Which, speaking of the switcher, that stream will be commencing on October the 23rd, 2022, this Sunday. So if you want to join me for more action on Peninsula Corridor, albeit at a slower pace with the MP15DC switcher, then you're more than welcome to join me then. Right, approaching San Jose Diridon. Service has flown by. What was it? Just over an hour? I suppose that's the point of a baby bullet service. Fast and furious, that's for sure. Right, which platform are we going into? Are we going to the left? Indeed we are. Oh yeah, I can see the marker now. I'm going to try and be a little bit naughty. See if I can catch it coming to a halt. It most likely will fail. Yeah, awesome. Let's unlock the doors and allow the passengers to disembark. God, it's loud in my headset. A lot of action at San Jose Diridon. How many trains have we got? Oh, only 2. It sounded like more trains than it actually is. Liam Spurs, what do you prefer? My jokes to have a tiny laugh, or facts that you may potentially know? I like a bit of both. Why not be flexible, Liam? Have a bit of both. Have some facts and have some laughs. Alright, there we are. And look at that. We took it just under an hour. 59 minutes and 55 seconds. Oh, it's got to be a record. That's got to be the fastest time I've ever done to get from San Francisco to San Jose Diridon, stopping at Millbrae, Hillsdale, Palo Alto, Mountain View, and finally San Jose Diridon. Excellent. Very pleased with that. Awesome. Alrighty then, I think that will conclude the stream. It was nice to have a look at Peninsula Corridor once again, this time at a more faster pace. Thanks to the Baby Bullet MP36PH-3C. If you did enjoy this stream, I would really appreciate it if you would hit that like button below, and if you are watching live or on playback for the first time, then I would really like if you would consider subscribing to the channel for more Train Sim World streams and general content as well. The next stream, like I said earlier, will be on October the 23rd, 2023. That is indeed this upcoming Sunday, where I'll still be on Peninsula Corridor, taking a look at one of my favourite Loco DLCs, certainly, the MP15DC Switcher or Shunter. Yeah, can't wait for that one. Hope you could join me for then, but I'd just like to say thank you very much for watching. Take care of yourselves. Have a good week, and I will see you next time. Thank you for watching. Take care.